Are you checking, Martin? Okay, so I think this is the time to start. Martin, please tell me, did we covered it this one or not? I think that we covered it, but I want to just confirmation from your end, or we have just started with. Yes, Martin. I didn't listen you. You can text me as well. Okay, fine. So, yeah, we did. Fine. So let's start with the next one. So next one is Annelida, right? This is the phylum of segmented worm, where body is segmented. And the best example of Annelida or representative member of Annelida, this is the earthworm. So first, let's discuss with the earthworm. So earthworm have this segmented body. So this is the diagram where you can see the body is segmented, right? So here you can see there is a a big part which is called clitellum, right? So in the clitellum there are female gonopore, like in upside of the clitellum there is a female gonopore, lower side of the clitellum there is a male gonopore, right? So female gonopore from where it. So one more thing before starting this earthworm, I want to tell you that earthworm is hermaphrodite. So we have already discussed that hermaphrodite are those animals where the male and female both sex organs are found, right? The same thing is with the earthworm. So all the earthworm, they are hermaphrodite or bisexual. Means they have both of the sex organ, male as well as the female sex organ. So if we talk about the female sex organ, so this is the female gonopore. There is a male gonopore, right? And there is a genital papilla. Papilla is some structure which are the uplifted structure, right? So that is a genital papilla. The front part, or we can say mouth part, it is found at the first segment. So in the first segment, there is a prostomium. So prostomium is the thing which work as a mouth, right? And then first, second, or third segment, right? So this is the segmentation. Earthworm is basically found in the damp region where the moisture is present or water is present in the sufficient amount, and uh, they do not have eye, but they have the brain. So you can see this is the lateral LS, right? Lateral section. So this part is mouth, right? And here you can see this yellow color part is called brain, right? And then brain, then it have the organ system. Then there are accessory hearts. So this is the heart system. They have the accessory heart. There is a notochord. Nerve cord, right? So from the brain, this yellow color structure, it runs across the body. This is called nerve cord. And from this accessory heart, there are some. These are the blood vessels. There is an excretory organ which is responsible for excretion, right? They are the body segmented, so body is completely segmented. In the mid, there is a digestive tract, right? And you can see there is a coelom. So I have already told you between the organ and body wall there is a space where which is not filled with the air, rather it remains filled with the uh, mm, some fluid. So this is called coelomic fluid, right? And this is the last part, anus. So is that diagram clear, Martin?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll discuss one by one. They are, please start noting down the general characteristic of Annelida. So first, Annelida means segmented worm. Annelida means segmented worm. In general characteristic, they are found in, they are found in.
Repeat from the thing.
They are found in.
So like what's handling and in the idea.
Annelida means segmented worm. It is written over here. Annelida means segmented worm or segmented animal. They are found in fresh water, comma, moist soil, and marine water. And marine water means oceanic water and marine water. Full stop. Many of them live as parasite. Many of them live as parasite. Full stop. Next point. They have metameric segmentation. They have metameric segmentation. So we have already discussed that there are pseudometameric or metameric. So metameric segmentation, that externally as well as internally the body is divided into segments, right? So that is metameric segmentation. So please note they have metameric segmentation, that is externally body is divided like grooves. That is externally body is divided like grooves. Full stop. These grooves are called this one. These groups are called annuli. These groups are called annuli. And internally they are divided, and internally they are divided by transverse septa. Full stop. Every segment is known as metamere. Every segment is known as metamere. Next point. They have, so one more thing, Martin, I want to tell you that lower part there are some outgrowth, right? So if you will see that there is outgrowth, this is hair like structure outgrowth, right? Something, these hair like structure, they are outgrowth, right? These outgrowth, they are found at the lower surface, right? So they are called CT, right? So we call them CT, SETAE, CT. So CT, or they are also known as CT or parapodia, right? So they provide the friction, and with the help of them, they can crawl in the body. They can crawl on the ground, right? So it helps them in locomotion. Clear? Is it clear, Martin?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next point, they have CT or parapodia. They have CT or Parapodia, which meant for locomotion, which meant for locomotion. Next point. Okay. Metamias, that is here, Parapodia. One more point that you note to down. There is a animal that is called Nereis, right? So it's not written there. Nereis, 1 minute. I want to show you Nereis. Then give me 1 second. I want to show you Nereis. Then I'll uh, first I will show you the diagram of Nereis because it is important, because this is the important diagram. So I would want to show you that diagram of Nereis. Then I will tell you that what is the Parapodia basically. So CT, you have already seen that the structure which are found in the annelid, they are or this one, they are called CT. And just a minute, let me show you Nereis. Look, this is Nereis. This also belongs to this. It is also segmented bone, but they are called, these structure called Parapodia. So Parapodia are something, they are like foot-like structure, right? Parapodia, they are foot-like structure, right? So please note down some annelids, like Nereis. It is written here, Nereis. Some annelid like Nereis have unjointed. Some annelid like Nereis have unjointed, unjointed locomotory, unjointed locomotory structure, unjointed locomotory structure called parapodia. Locomotory structure called parapodia. Next one. Digestive tract is complete. Digestive tract is complete as digestive tract is complete as both mouth and anus are present. Both mouth and anus are present. Next point.
Digestive what?
Digestive tract. TRACT. Digestive tract is complete as both
Is
mouth.
complete or complete or what is it?
Complete. COMPLETE. Complete.
What? Spell.
Complete. 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 Digestive tract is complete because both mouth as well as anus, both mouth as well as anus is present. Next point. They have true coelom. They have true coelom. Next point. Body wall consists of body wall consists of thin and moist. Body wall consists of thin and moist. Non-cellular means which is not made up of cell. Non-cellular cuticle. So this layer is called cuticle, which is non-cellular, means this is not made up of cell. Next point. Respiration is, it is written, respiration is cutaneous. Respiration is cutaneous. CUTANENEOUS. Respiration is cutaneous. What is cutaneous respiration? Afaf, what is cutaneous respiration? Martin? Cutaneous
I
respiration.
don't know.
A cutaneous respiration when any organism or any animal exchange the gases from its body wall or body surface. For example, suppose that if human would have like breathe in and breathe out with the help of their skin, then we can say that humans have the cutaneous respiration. But we respire with the help of lungs. But there are some animals which do not have lungs. So generally, the respiration takes place through the body wall, right? So you can note it down. Respiration is cutaneous. That is exchange of gases. That is exchange of gases. Usually, exchange of gases usually takes place through exchange of gases usually takes place through skin. Next point. Blood vascular system is closed. What is closed vascular system yeah, or circulatory system? You must have studied in class 10th. What is closed circulatory system? Tell me, both of you. In closed circulatory system, yeah, tell me, Martin.
No, could you repeat the question?
What is closed circulatory system?
Closed circulatory system, like it's
Yeah.
inside.
A circulatory system always remains inside the body. Afaf,
I
tell
don't
me.
know.
Afaf, what about you? Tell me. What is closed circulatory system? Do you have any idea? There are two types of the circulatory system. You must have gone through with it in the class 10. Open circulatory system and closed circulatory system. Humans have the closed circulatory system, but insect have the open circulatory system. Tell me, Afaf, quickly. Come on. Afaf, are you getting it? My question.
Uh,
Yeah.
Closed circulatory system means like it is found in vertebrates.
Yeah, that is found in closed circulatory system is found in body weight.
Like the system has vessels that conduct blood throughout the body.
Conduct the blood throughout the body. The same thing with the open with as well. They also conduct the blood throughout their body. Look,
Uh,
when
it is comprised of heart that pumps the blood into vessels which reaches the tissues and organs, and exchange of gases takes place in this, I guess.
the main thing is missing over here, heart and
Yes, sir. Heart.
heart and
It it is so closed circulatory system is it is composed of heart that pumps blood, which reaches to organs and the tissues.
look, but very simple. If in any animal blood flow in closed vessels or pipeline, means artery or veins, then this is closed circulatory system. But if the animal do not have these pipeline like arteries and veins, and blood do not flow in these closed vessels, right? Then this is called open circulatory system, right? In open circulatory system, blood do not flow in the closed vessels, right? But in closed circulatory system, blood flows in the closed vessels, right? So please note down. Uh, please note it down. They have what you written? Uh, they have usually closed circulatory system. Full stop. That is blood flow in blood flow in closed vessels. Blood flow in closed vessels like artery and veins. Full stop. Blood is red. Blood is red due to presence of due to presence of red pigment, hemoglobin, due to presence of red pigment, hemoglobin, which is found in dissolved with which is found in dissolved with blood plasma. Blood plasma. So, did you got this point or not? Yes, got it or not?
So,
Look, like blood, where the hemoglobin is found in our body. So our body, blood is made up of two things: a liquid part that is called plasma, and there are some cell-like structure called RBC, red blood capsules, right? So hemoglobin in our blood, hemoglobin is not found in plasma. It is not dissolved with the plasma. Basically, it is found inside the RBC. Is it clear, Martin? Okay. So, but in the case of earthworm, it is not found inside the RBC. Rather, it is found in the plasma. Got it, Afaf?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, your voice is not clear to me.
You say you called my name, right? I said yes.
Okay, you got it. Fine. So, fine. Next point. There are no RBC. There are no RBC, but amoeba-like, but amoeba-like blood corpuscles are present. There are no RBC, but
From
amoeba.
amoeba like.
Amoeba means amoeboid like WBC. We have the WBC. They are
No,
like
no. Can you
amoeba.
tell the sentence from amoeba like?
Okay, but so no RBC, but amoeba-like. Amoeba-like means amoeboid. Amoeboid. So amoeba-like blood capsules. We do not use the term blood cells. We call them blood capsules. But amoeba-like blood capsule, blood capsules are present. Blood capsules are present. Next point. Excretory system. Excretory system means like kidney. We have the excretory system kidney. So use of excretory system that it remove waste material of the body. Excretory system is made up of nephridia. It is written over here. Excretory system is made up of nephridia. Nephredia. Excretory system is made up of nephridia, which help in
Okay,
removal of excretory system
You write over point.
is made up of nephridia. It is written over here. Nephridia. Nephredia. Excretory system is made up of nephridia. It help in removal of ammonia. Which is chief excretory product. Which is chief excretory product. Clear? Next point. They have tactile receptor. What does it mean, tactile receptor, Martin? They have, what is tactile? They have tactile receptor. Tactile receptor means the receptor which are sensitive to touch. Sensitive to touch. Tactile means touch, right? They have tactile receptor which are sensitive to touch. Next point. They are both unisexual. They are both unisexual as well as bisexual. Now write down these both example: unisexual Nereis, bisexual leech and earthworm. That is very important. They are both unisexual as well as bisexual. Go through with this one, Martin, this complete phylum, and let me know if you have any disconnect or any doubt. Then we will move to the next. That is Arthropoda. Is it done, Martin?
Yeah, understood, sir.
Have you gone through your NCRT?
Yeah.
No doubt?
Yeah. Mm,
Okay, fine. So move to the next one, that is the Arthropoda. So Arthropoda is a very important phylum, and this is one of the largest phylum of the. So look, the representative member of this one is Arthropoda, is the this is scorpion, right? So scorpion is also representative member, and there are many more representative member of the Arthropoda. Give 1 second, because this scorpion is, that is not, give me just a minute. Actually, the scorpion is a bit difficult. I want to show you some other diagram. Right. Now it's okay. Look, Martin. This is the representative member of Arthropoda. A fly, mosquito. So uh, ortho means jointed, and poda means pad. Poda means the legs, right? So those animals which have joined legs means they will always have the legs in pair. So they are called orthopoda, right? Orthopoda is the largest phylum of the animal kingdom. That is the largest phylum, right? So fly is the representative member. So mosquito is also a representative member. It is a member of Arthropoda. So all the insect, so Arthropoda have the subphylum Insecta. So all the insect belong to the Arthropoda. So you can see they have the peculiar feature. These are the peculiar feature of the Arthropoda phylum, right? So like here in Arthropoda, you can see there is a head, right? They have compound eye. So what are the compound eye, Martin? Compound eye or are also known as the multifacet eye. What we call them?
Multifaceted.
Multifacet eye. So what is multifacet or compound eye?
Many facets.
Look, our eye is made up of just one piece. It is one piece structure. But you know, in the insect, their eyeball is made up of small tiles like structure. Every tiles is called facet, right? And they have the number of the facet, so this is called multifacet, right? So as you can see in multifacet or compound eye, there is a tiles like structure. So you can see there is this kind of this kind of, right? They have this kind of structure. So every structure is called facet. What we call that? We call that facet. So they have multiple facets, so multifaceted, right? So this kind of the eye is found. So this kind of eye are called compound eye or multifaceted. All the insect or all the orthopodans, they have compound eye or multifaceted eye. And there are some sensory structure which help in the senses. These are called antenna. So this antenna help in the sensing the antenna help in the sensing the tactile temperature and all that, right? This is head part. So body is divided into three parts. This is head part, and there is a thorax part. So thorax part, you can see it is divided in three parts: prothorax, mesothorax, and metathorax, right? So this prothorax, mesothorax, and metathorax, these collectively they all are called thorax, right? So body is divided into three parts. So first part is called, look, this part is called thorax. So body is divided thorax. First part is head, second part is thorax, and the third part that is called abdomen. So body is divided in three parts: head, thorax, and abdomen. So thorax means prothorax. This is means the front part is called prothorax, middle part is called mesothorax, and last part is called metathorax. Then there is an abdomen, right? It have the some of the insect, they have the wings as well, right? But not is not necessary that it should be with the all insect, right? Or orthopod. Now, if we see the anatomy, they have the tactile or sensitive structure, which is called antenna. With the help of antenna, I have already told you they can sense with the moisture, they can sense the temperature, they can sense the external environment, right? And there is a brain, right? This brain is cerebral ganglia. So this cerebral ganglia, what is the ganglia? That is a collection of the neurons, right? This cerebral ganglia can be also called in general language brain. So it have brain. So brain start from here in insects. Brain start from here, right? So it have the brain. Then head, I have already told you, right? And there is a thorax and abdomen. So I have already told you that body of any insect is divided in basically three parts. First part is called head, second part is called thorax, and third part is abdomen. Basically, thoracic part is responsible for the respiratory system. Had you know that it contains the brain, right? Now you can see inside there are some trachea. What are the trachea? So trachea are basically, they are meant for a respiration. They are pipeline-like structure, respiration, right? So they are meant for respiration. They are pipe-like structure, and they are external. They are this portion. These portions are called spiracles. Spiracles like hole-like structure, right? Hole-like structure. These hole-like structure, which are called spiracles, they open outside and they help in the exchange of the gases. And there is intestine, which is meant for the digestion. Anus is present. So mouth and anus both are present. So we can say there is a complete digestive tract, right? And now ovary is also present, right? It have the heart, so circulatory system is also present, right? Insect have the heart, but blood circulatory system is open type. It is not closed type. Clear, Martin? Is that clear? Everything?
Yeah.
Okay. So go through with it again, with again and again. Then so start writing down the general characteristic of arthropoda. Right? Start. General characteristic of arthropoda. First point. The phylum Arthropoda. The phylum Arthropoda include largest number of animal, phylum Arthropoda include largest number of animal with 9,000 species. With
9,000 species.
9 lakh, I'm sorry, 9 lakh animals with the 9 lakh of species. 9 lakh of species. Thus, this is the largest kingdom of Animalia. Largest kingdom of Animalia. Next point. They occur or they are found in soil, comma, sea water, fresh water, sea water, fresh water, and some of them in the body of, and some of them in the body of plant and animal as a parasite. Next point. They have jointed leg, full stop. The body is
Jointed what?
Jointed legs. They have jointed legs. Full stop. The body is segmented externally. The body is segmented externally, full stop. In the same point, the body is divided into head, thorax, and abdomen. Head, thorax, and abdomen. Next point. The body is covered with non-living chitinaceous. Let me write it down. The body is covered with non-living. I'm writing here. Non-living chitinaceous. CHITINOUS. Chitinaceous. Chitin is made up of basically protein. The body is covered with tough, non-living, chitinaceous cuticle. CUITICLE. Cuticle. So the external covering of which is black color covering you see in the cockroach, in the flies and other. So that external covering is made up of a layer that is called cuticle, or it is made up of chitin. It is made up of chitin. What is chitin? Chitin, it's not that fungus, which is the chitin which is found in the fungus. Basically, this chitin is made up of protein. Is it clear? Martin, is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Next point. They have true coelom. They have two coelom. It contain organ. Full stop. The body cavity is filled with, let me write it down this thing. The body cavity is filled with blood. The body cavity is filled with blood, and the cavity is called hemocoel, and the cavity is called hemocoel. Next point. The digestive tract is complete. Next point. The blood vascular system, the blood or blood circulatory system, is open type. What does it mean? What is open circulatory system? Tell me. Tell me what is the open circulatory system of Half and Martin, both of you. Basically, the open circulatory system, the blood do not flow in arteries and veins, right? All the organs, they float in the blood, right? For example, like humans, right? Suppose that if we would have the open
Okay, blood
circulatory
is
system.
what? Blood is not.
Sorry,
Blood is
blood remains, all the organ flow, blood is present, all the organs float in the blood. It is filled inside the body. So suppose that if you puncture at one point, all blood can come out. Like in our body blood do not remains filled inside, rather than it flows in a closed vessel that is called arteries and veins, right? But suppose that if these artery and veins are not present in animal, what will happen? The open space where the space is present, there the blood will remains filled. Like in humans, if human would have the open circulatory system, what will happen? um, Around the lungs there will be blood remains filled. Around the heart there will be blood. So that is the open circulatory system. All organs float or bath in the blood. Clear? Please note it
yes.
down the same point. They have the open circulatory system, that is the blood, that is the blood remains filled in body cavity, full stop. There are there are some spaces, there are some spaces called lacuna, LACUNA. There are some open spaces called lacuna or sinuses. There are some open spaces like lacuna and sinuses remains filled with remains filled with blood remains filled with blood. Next point. Complete animal. Respiration. Respiration takes place through gills, buccal and trachea. It is written gills, buccal and tracheas. Tell me what are the book lungs? Who will tell me? What are the book lungs? Just a minute. Let me show you what are the book lungs. Look, guys, you can see the what are the book lungs. Book lungs are basically, look, pardon. Book lungs, this is an arthropoda respiratory organ which folded walls arranged like the pages of open book. So you can see these are the book lungs, right? They are the respiratory structure book, right? So these book lungs, is it clear to you now? They are exclusively found in arthropods. This one, these ones are book lungs. So book lungs are found, right? So what are the next point? What is the respiratory organ? So as I have told you that the respiratory organ, the respiration takes place to gills, book lungs, and trachea. What is the trachea? Martin, tell me what are the trachea?
Like the part of the lungs.
They are like open pipeline like structure. They are called trachea, right? So next point. The nervous system. The nervous system is present. Full stop. It consists of a nerve ring. It consists of a nerve ring and a solid ventral nerve cord. Solid ventral means at the lower side. Solid ventral nerve cord. Full stop. Next point. Antenna and eyes are present. Antenna and eye are present as sensory organ. Antenna and eyes are present as sensory organ. Full stop. In many eyes, yes, in many arthropods, eyes are compound or multifaceted. In many arthropod, eyes are compound and multifaceted. Full stop. Multifaceted, I have already told you. Next point. There is complete absence of complete absence of cilia. There is complete absence of cilia in arthropod. Next point. The muscles are, it is very important point. The muscles are generally stripped. Oh, where is Martin? The muscles are generally stripped. That is, they help in capable help in and capable of rapid action. Next point. Endocrine glands are present which secrete hormone. Endocrine glands are present which secrete hormones. Some arthropod, some yes. Afaf, are you? Am I audible to you? Afaf, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible to me.
Okay, fine. So write down the next point. So
Sir,
endocrine.
can you slide up?
Yeah, sure. At this point,
Yes, this one on the orthopods.
fine. Done?
Yes, sir. Done.
So we were here.
Uh,
Endocrine.
Can you explain so the arthropoda from this slide?
Okay. From this one. Look,
Yeah.
what I explained actually, you got disconnected. Look, the arthropoda is the largest. Ortho means jointed and poda means feet, right? So they are the animal with the jointed feet. So they will always have the feet in the terms of pair, right? 2, 4, 6,
Yes.
8, right? So they are, but their legs will be, both legs will be jointed, right? Next one, their
Yes.
body is divided into three parts: head, thorax, and abdomen. Right? Head
Abdomen.
means the upper part, and thorax means middle part, and abdomen. Further, you can see here the thorax is further divided into three parts: prothorax means the front one, mesothorax the middle one, and metathorax the hind one. Right? Again, some of them have the wings. They have the compound eye. Compound eye are also known as the multifacet eye. Basically, the compound eye or multifacet eye means this is not a single eye like humans, right? Their eye is made up of some
Yes.
small tiles like structure. These tiles like structure are called facet, right? They have number of the facets, so this is called multifacet. So either you can call it multifacet eye or compound eye, right? Their the body remains covered with shiny non-cellular structure, a layer that is called cutaneous. You can see they're like cockroach and all that, the insect, they're black body, the outer part of the body, which is a blacky type shiny. This is made up of a layer that is called cuticle. Basically, cuticle is a type of protein structure, right? Now you can
Yes.
see in the lower diagram, right? I think the front one, this one must be clear. And now come to the anatomical structure. So there are antenna, they work like a sensor for them. They can sense the temperature, heat, and everything with touch, right, from these antenna. Then you can see that there are cerebral ganglia. Cerebral ganglia is basically brain. We call brain in general language. Cerebral ganglia, basically, this is the part. Ganglia means that is the joint or the joint point or the connection of the neurons, right? This is the head part, this is thorax part, right? And this is the abdomen part. Again, the this part, it contains the heart, right? Then this contain the heart, and this blue part, it is called trachea. Trachea is meant for respiration, right? And these are the hollow pipeline. These pipeline open with a small opening outside the body. This is called spiracles or hole like structure, right? They have the
How
intestine.
these spores? What are they used for?
They are meant for the exchange of the gases. Suppose that a human have had the trachea. So what happened? There are a hollow pipeline inside our body, and those pipe outside they open with a small pores. So with the help of those pores, they will take the oxygen and they give back to the carbon dioxide. Clear?
Okay, sir. Yes, got it.
Yeah. So these openings are called sparkles, right? And they have the intestine. Anus or mouth is present, so alimentary canal is. They have the ovary. Legs, you can see the jointed legs, and there are nerve cord, right? Nerve cord is present. So from brain, the nerve cord is coming out, right? So this is the structure. Is it clear? This is the largest phylum of the world with 9 lakh species. Clear? Should we go ahead? Yes, Afa?
Yes, sir. You can go ahead.
Okay, so this is the respiratory organ which is called book lungs. So book lungs, they look like the pages of open book, right? Like this. So that's why they are called book lungs. So endocrine glands are present, means there are glands to release the hormones, right? So endocrine glands are present, which release the hormone. So I think you must have written this point. Now the next point, which I was explaining,
Yes, sir. Done.
they have, some of them have, some of they have, some of them have a system to to excrete pheromones. What are the pheromones? Pheromones. What are the pheromones? Pheromones are a type of chemicals which are secreted from the body of organism, and they attract opposite sex. Please note it down. Pheromones are a type of chemicals secreted by the animals to attract opposite sex, for reproduction. Next, fertilization is internal. Fertilization is internal and they are mostly oviparous. Oviparous means egg laying animals, right? And they are the mostly oviparous. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir, it is good.
Okay. Now there are some examples. There is a animal, and the name of that animal of this is called limulus. Limulus is also known as the king crab or horseshoe crab, right? This is also known as the living fossils. Why we call them living fossils? It is unchanged since last 190 million years. So there is no change in this crab since 190 million, and it is still found. So king crab. So that's why it is known as the living fossils. Please note it down. Limulus is known as king crab. It is also known as the living fossils. Is that clear? So that's it for the day. Faf, go through with your NCRT. Ask me if you have any doubt in this phylum, Arthropoda.
Okay, sir.
Go through with the NCRT.